Shalom, shalom, Yashral. Hope all is well. Um, I want to share this with y'all and just know that I am trying the best to my ability to convey it to y'all properly. This morning, as I was waking up, drinking my coffee, watching a few news clips like I always do, I was made aware that this weekend is Passover and Easter from like NBC or one of them talking about how Biden and them were going to have a Seder. And like most, whatever you want to call them, holidays, feast days, whatever, most of those days, that's how it happens to me. Like I'm in the middle of a work week, or it'll be Friday and I'm thinking it's Wednesday, and I've got no idea that those days are happening this weekend. And when I found, like this morning, I found out, when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's this weekend, and I thought, I usually around Passover, I'll ask my mom questions about it that I may have, because she knows like a lot more about like the timing and all that stuff. So I thought to myself, tonight after work, I'm going to call my mom and see what she's, ask her about it. Because my initial thought, well, after I was shocked that I was lost and didn't know what day it was, after that I was like, well, I don't trust it coming from Biden, the White House, for the correct date. So I'm going to call her and ask her, and then I'll do some digging to try to find out when the right date would be, right? And that was this morning. Well, throughout the day, like usual, like 2 years ago, I think it was, I realized that for me personally, to eat lamb like I always did on Passover was kind of like a spit in the face of the Messiah, and I realized that. And I'm not judging anyone else, I'm just talking about me. And so I put that down, and when that year, me and my son was alone, and that was during the lockdown, and all I made was some unleavened bread, and I had some wine. I gave him some grape juice, and we were home alone. And that was the first ever time, I think, that I've actually did what the Messiah said when he said, eat this bread, drink this wine in remembrance of me. And all that is exactly what I've been talking about, right? Well, that time was the first time I knew that it was ever that I ever did it, and I actually, my heart was set on him, and I could just feel the intimacy, and that it was special. And that night is when the chariots, what people call Starlink or whatever, the chariots come over top of our heads, right? Well, I've been thinking, one of the reasons that I haven't been on here is I've been feeling, like y'all probably see the pushback against me, that when I go to share something, people act like I'm being arrogant or something when I'm actually not. But I understand that they feel that way. Like if I share a message with someone, I'm just sharing it people automatically think that I'm like teaching them, and I never want it to look that way. And this is what I was made aware of today. A lot of us, there's a lot of preachers and teachers out there that people cling to. That you'll hear people say, "Oh, I listen to this guy because he got it. He can say it like this and like that." Well, I've never wanted it to look that way from me, but I understand that it does look that way. And I've often said that the words of the Messiah are perfection. When we needed him to come here, and he wrote it on our hearts. Out of his mouth came the two-edged sword. It made the instructions just common sense, understandable to us, right? We didn't, and now I realize that his words are where we go. The words of the Most High and the words of the Messiah, which is where we go when we want to understand the words of the Most High. So after that, we need no more. There is no one else that we need to go to for teaching. That is the teaching. And even though I've never had the intentions of making myself appear that way, I realized that regardless of what my intentions were, that people do and will think that way. So, just like tonight, like Passover, people are going to they're going to eat the Seder like I used to do, and we're going to talk about which day it was, and we're going to talk about what we eat and what we don't eat. When my mom called me tonight, and she said, she said, "Happy Passover," and she knew. She said, "I figured you forgot which, that it was this weekend or whatever, or tonight or whatever." And I said, "I did," and I told her I was going to call her, and she said, "Go to the store and get unleavened bread," and it made me realize just how superficial we often are. The Messiah said, "Eat this bread and drink this wine in remembrance of me." And everything, like I've been saying, it comes down between humility and pride. And his word is the source. And that was where we were led, and where we are to go. Like, that is the objective, right? And once we get to his word, we can, I see now that all those little technicalities and formalities before was because we didn't understand that, right? We didn't understand what he meant when he said, "Eat my body, drink my blood." We didn't understand all that. Well, now that we do, for us, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, have your Passover or do it. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying for myself personally, I'm not gonna, first of all, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be rude and make anyone feel like I know the best way. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that now that I understand that it's not about the Seder plate, it's not about what day and all this. It's about, are you puffed up or are you not? Are you Are you again? Are you these people like here in Joel 2? It says, their appearance is like the appearance of horses, and they run like steeds. As the noise of chariots, they leap over mountain tops, as the noise of a flaming fire consuming stubble, as a mighty people set in battle array. Before them peoples are in anguish, all faces become flushed. They run like mighty men, they climb the wall. I won't read it all, but if you remember the other day I came and I corrected myself and I said that I thought that was talking about China, and I realized that it's talking about everyone that is prideful, that are proud. And right here, it will reveal that to you, because it says, when it's still talking about them people, they climb into the houses, they enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall tremble before them, and the heavens shall shake. It's describing who that's talking about. And this will tell you that it's not China. It's the opposite of these people right here, who verse 11 describes. And Yahuwah shall give forth his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For mighty is the doer of his word. Do you see? There's a battle. There's only two sides. The side of the humble, the side of the proud. The side of the doer of his word, or the side of the hearer of his word. It's not China. It's those who hear only, who only see at the surface. They do not break ranks. So, my channel is named De Facto in the Remnant, and I might change that. I'm not set yet on what I should do, but I don't want any credit at all for anything. If I make a video, I want to glorify the Most High only. If I give a message, I want it to be what his word says, not what my opinion is. If there's confirmation in anything, I want it to only come from his word, where the only place it could come from. And regardless of my intentions, regardless of my heart, how it's been this whole time, the proof is in the pudding. If I leave any gray area or any doubt in someone's mind that that I'm talking or speaking from my opinion or from the word, I don't want I don't want to lead anyone on. I want everyone to know what I know, and that is that the truth is only found in his word, and our opinions are the opposite of that. So, just like the day of Pesach coming up, it's never been about having your Seder right, or the dates right, or what you drink or what you eat. It's always been about truth. And the truth is what sets us free. We can eat all the lamb and drink all we want. It does us no good. It was all a shadowing, a pointing. And now I'm not saying that not to do it. I encourage you to do it. But our understanding of what we're doing, what it means, the importance. Because I used to feel like if I didn't do it just right, it's a sin, or no, you see, that was me only seeing surface deep. My name shouldn't be on this channel if this is about bringing glory to the Most High. There should be no glory to my nickname. So if I change it, you see it's changed, that's why. And I hope that what I just said glorified him. Whether it does or not, that's not my call to make. But just wanted to share what was laid on my heart today with y'all. And I hope y'all can benefit from it in some way. Well, like I said, just sharing my thoughts and giving you a heads up. I love y'all. Shalom, shalom. Peace out.